I also believe like half and half. Disappointed more because it wasn't the best relationship. It was toxic, and also like
how's it toxic?
We just didn't have the same views, I guess, with life and just
What was his views and your views that made it toxic?
He wasn't very emotional, I guess. He lacked that.
Good.
I feel like men, yeah, they're not as emotional as women, but you still need to have some type of emotion.
What's more toxic, overly emotional man or a stoic man?
It's not even that. It's just the way you...
They're detrimental in different ways.
It's just the way, like, you are with somebody. You don't have to be belittling to somebody just because you don't agree with them. You can have, like,
He would belittle
different...
you?
Yeah, you can have
How would he belittle you?
There's no need to go into specifics.
No.
Oh, no, it's important.
Do it,
because
do it,
women
do it.
like to say things like that. Sometimes y'all deserve to be though.
Yeah, facts.
A lot of times y'all say dumb shit, like during the course of this podcast, and we don't really tell y'all that that's dumb.
Yep.
What did he say?
Anyways, the point is that
Alright.
it's good because it taught me to live unoffended. You can be offended, but you don't have to live with that. You know, just let it go, and everyone has their own opinion.
I still want to see how
and
he's
they can
toxic
do
though.
what
What do
they
you say?
want.
How's he toxic?
What do you say?
There's no need to do that.
No, say it. Like
Just
Like,
say it,
I'm
bro.
the type of person, even if it's my ex, I don't wish you no harm. I'm not going to speak bad upon you. I wish him the best. We didn't work out. I wish we could have
What'd he say?
ended as friends,
What'd he
but
say?
we didn't. And
What'd
it
he
is
say?
what it is. It
What do you
doesn't
say?
matter.
Like,
See, hey, here's the thing, and I love this because girls like to call men toxic, but they can't actually tell you why you're toxic. Sometimes even holding a woman accountable is considered toxic.
Yeah,
I'm gonna assume that you were toxic.
Yeah.
yeah.
Facts.
And I might have been, and I can
I
own
think
up to
that's
that.
Because here's the other thing, too.
See?
But that's
Here's
what
the
I
other thing, too.
said.
No,
It
you
didn't
definitely were.
last.
You definitely were. And let me tell you
And I
why.
didn't say that.
See,
I'm
this is the
not
thing. No,
denying
hold on.
it.
Stop the
I'm
show.
not
Stop the show.
denying
Stop the
it.
show. Hold on.
Yeah,
Stop the
yeah.
show, bro. Like, yo, I'm telling y'all, we be catching y'all on your fucking lies. It's just that no one ever
Never
tells
mind.
women, like,
Yeah.
yo, you know what? Maybe you are the toxic one. We sit there and we listen to them. Oh, no, you know what? I feel bad. Maybe he was the toxic one, blah, blah, blah. You said it yourself. He was unemotional. He was stoic, which probably what ended up happening was you would freak out. You
Yep.
were emotionally erratic. You actually admitted that's one of your mistakes. which I
Nagging.
wrote down.
Oh,
you probably were
got
nagging him, being annoying as fuck.
I'm not denying
Hold on,
anything.
stop. You were being nagging him, being emotional, blah blah blah. He wouldn't respond. You wouldn't give him he wouldn't give you the response that you want. He wouldn't react. Like, oh, whatever, this chick tripping, whatever. He goes back to doing his thing. You didn't get it, what you wanted, and then he was just like, you know what, man? I don't know if this is gonna work, etc. You were probably the toxic one, not him. Because by him being stoic, I know he ain't toxic.
Bro.
I
The
also
fact
was the
that-
one that ended it.
Yeah, of
So-
course. Yeah, of
The
course.
fact, but
That's great. That's great
because
that you
of my
ended it, but
exactly, that's what I'm saying. So I learned stuff, and I'm gonna not
Man.
ever do that again.
but you
or
called
be
him
with-
toxic when
But
it
I'm
was
not
you that was
denying-
toxic.
I
Bro,
said, I'm
she
not
was
denying
toxic,
that
man.
I was toxic.
She was toxic,
though.
man.
See-
It can come from both ends. I'm
Bro.
not denying it. I've never said I wasn't.
He came.
If he's stoic,
alright?
then by definition he's not toxic because he's
that
just
is not
chilling.
true. If you lack
Wait, who-
emotional intelligence, it is just
are the
as
worst
detrimental as being overly
Narcissism.
emotional.
Bitch,
Let me ask you a
of course
question.
are.
Let me ask you a question. Define emotional intelligence first. What is that?
She don't know,
Being
man.
able to understand the emotions that you're feeling, the difference between being irritated and being angry and being sad and being depressed, and being able to process those emotions and why you're feeling that way. That is emotional intelligence, and being able to communicate that, especially with somebody that you care for, and plan on at least being with them for a fucking minute.
Okay, well, you said
Emotional
process your
inte-
emotions, etc. Wouldn't it be fair to say that if you're able to process your emotions and have high emotional intelligence as you're arguing, you'd be able to control them?
You can
That's
control them.
Hold on,
actually
stop.
no wait. That's actually, I'm not gonna lie. That's a conversation that we all had earlier, and that's where I believe
Answer
this is
the
gonna
question,
sound.
please.
I am. This is where it's gonna sound stupid as fuck to you, but that's where I believe everyone can benefit from therapy. You can understand the reason why people go to therapy is because you realize that you have a problem being able to fix your emotions, shit. But you can acknowledge.
All right, I'm going to
yes,
stop
I
you.
have
I'm
these
going to stop you.
problems.
Answer the question. You are arguing emotional intelligence, and one of your rationale for the definition was being able to process your emotion, blah, blah, blah.
And understand them.
Okay. If you're able to understand your emotions, right, and process them, wouldn't it be fair to say that controlling them and suppressing them is the highest level of emotional intelligence?
Yeah, but
Okay,
you may
so
not
stop.
have complete
Controlling and
emotional
suppressing are
intelligence.
different.
So stop.
And you may
If
not be
he's
able to have the tools.
Hold on. So if he's able to suppress his emotions by her own admission saying that he's stoic and he's not emotional, I would argue that's the highest level of emotional intelligence, and he has more than her.
No, because communicating,
Can I
hey,
say
what you
something?
said upset me and I don't like that is one thing. But you shutting the fuck up and
Emotional-
letting the bitch just go is not being emotional intelligent.
Really?
Emotional
Yes.
intelligence.
Being able to
You're
control your emotions is not emotionally intelligent by your own
that is
definition.
you avoiding. That is you avoiding emotion. If you cannot talk to your significant other
I
about the
say
way that you
something?
are feeling, you are avoiding your emotions.
Emotional intelligence is when you can understand someone's emotion and not have it. Like they can.
That's what your boyfriend did.
No, that's not.
That's what she's
So-
saying. He
That's what
lacked.
he is
Controlling
lacking.
and
That's what
repressing.
he
You can
lacks.
control
The
your
problem
emotions
is-
without repressing them.
He did not have to feel the way I felt, but he could have understood where I was coming from. That is
Yeah.
where the lack came
But
from.
to engage you in a heightened sense of
Yeah.
emotion would not be emotionally intelligent. Would it be?
Okay, you can be logical and say, okay, like this
So-
is a solution to why you're
so
feeling
he
this
did the
way,
right
but
thing.
you can still. No,
Women don't
I'm
want
saying that's what he
solutions.
should have done.
No, stop, bro. When women come with their problems, y'all don't want solutions. You just want to vent.
Yeah.
Y'all don't give a fuck
No,
about a solution.
absolutely. And
No,
but
if I want a
true.
solution before, I would say I'm looking for a solution. If not,
Right.
I'm looking for you to just
You don't say
listen
that.
to
Right.
me.
You didn't say that. You went in there.
You met me
being
today.
toxic
You
and
met me
yelling
today.
and all this other
literally,
shit.
did we
You
not?
met me
Oh my
today.
gosh, we
Bro.
had this conversation literally all day today. Us three had this conversation all
there's-
fucking day.
You
You
said
got no
controlling
results.
and repressing, but there's a difference between controlling your emotions and repressing them.
Yeah.
If you can understand and
Bro.
control them, you can effectively communicate in a calm voice.
Bro.
I feel like this. That doesn't mean you have to repress them.
Bro.
You know?
Bro.
I feel that's why men kill themselves so much because they don't talk about their emotions.
Look,
You were
look.
If it was
toxic.
natural, they wouldn't kill
Bro,
themselves.
Listen,
Bro.
you were toxic. We understand. You won't put it
Yeah.
on him, but you were
You're
ultimately
the toxic one.
He
Why can't it
was
be both
stoic.
of them?
You wanted to nag him. He didn't respond to you. You got mad. All right,
Yeah.
what about you?
Why can't it be both? Why
That's
does
your
it have to be
story.
her or him?
No, because
It takes two to tango.
No. Because the thing is that women love to throw this term toxic around in 2023 in modern society, and they want to put the blame on men and all this other shit. The reality is, it's y'all that are toxic, but you guys go ahead and blame the guy. It's the women that start to. It's you guys that are nagging. It's you guys that are annoying.
Not
You
all
say you
the
guys are.
time. That is not
Bro,
true.
holy
We're not
Holy
saying
shit.
all the time. We're saying most of the time.
So wait, women start most arguments. Guys just want to live in peace, man. It doesn't take much for us to be happy. We're not the ones instigating fights. It's the women that do that shit. Men are very simple. I saw on Instagram the other day. Someone posted like a picture. Oh, men's apartments really be like this, and it's like a fucking bed on the floor, a TV,
Call of
and
Duty.
no furniture in there with some video games. Well, men really be happy like this. Yes, because it doesn't take much for us to be fucking happy. Don't buy cars and nice watches and nice apartments and shit for themselves. They get it for girls because girls need all that dumb shit.
Fresh.
Men, we're very simple. So here's the thing: when girls say you're toxic, blah blah blah, I know 9 out of 10 times, no, you're just fucking toxic,
Yep.
and you're mad that the guy maybe didn't give you the emotional reaction that you wanted, etc. And by your own admission, because here's the thing: I've been listening to y'all writing down notes and shit. You had admitted yourself about 45 minutes ago. Oh yeah, I'm emotionally erratic. That's something I need to work on. And then
That's
you go
something
ahead and
that
say
I'm
your
working
boyfriend
on.
is toxic, and then you also admit that he's also stoic. So I know off a rip, if he's stoic and you're the emotional erratic one, you're the toxic one, not him.
But that's the past. I'm saying like
Oh,
that's
now it's the
something-
past.
yeah, it's past.
Wait,
It's my ex. You asked me about my ex.
girl.
But you
Oh
tried
my
to deny
God.
and say he's toxic when you're the toxic one.
I
Yeah,
said
you
we
are.
both were. I never
No, no.
denied saying I was toxic.
Okay,
I
bro.
never
You
denied
were.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, when you
We're
asked she was
gonna-
toxic, she said,
I said
Okay.
we
You
both
admit
were.
it now because we got the evidence to
Yeah.
prove you were
You
lying,
can back
man.
it
Girls,
up. I
you
never
can-
denied
Said
it.
she lied that she admitted it from the
No,
beginning.
no.
She did too.
Until we pressed her, she didn't admit it, and that's what I'm
Yes,
trying to
she
say.
did. Yes,
she
like,
did.
no, she didn't.
first answer.
Every single
That's the
person
first
here
thing
is saying
she
that
did.
she admitted it, and
Nah.
you are the
And
only
she said
person
yes,
that
I
admitted
might
it.
have been
girls,
Yes, you
girls,
did.
girls.
After the fact.
Yeah, we had to get to the
Girls,
bottom and do
girls.
some investigation to be able to
Girls
figure it
all
out. If
over
not,
the
she would have just
world.
been able to just be like, "Oh no, it was just toxic," and we would have sat there and believed her at
Well,
face
I
value.
mean,
Yeah,
you did
he
intervene
toxic.
before I finished
Girls,
my whole thought.
you're not
so-
married. One girl out of 9 has one
Okay.
guy.
The point
Come on,
is
man, relax,
that
chill.
girls tend to victimize themselves. I say it's always the guy's fault, but what I've come to realize, it's actually the women that are the main perpetrators when it comes to being toxic and stuff like that. It's not the men, bro.